Now to the Middle East, where car bombs killed or injured at least 50 people near mosques and the headquarters of Yemen's dominant Houthi group in Sanaa. The terrorist group Islamic State is claiming responsibility for Wednesday's coordinated attacks. The four blasts rocked the capital as Saudis-led forces conducted more airstrikes against Houthi military bases across Yemen. This comes as Houthi delegates attending peace talks in Switzerland reported the first tentative progress on the second day of a UN-sponsored push for a Ramadan truce. Islamic State has recently stepped up its operations in Yemen, where al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula, also Sunni Islamists, had long dominated the militant scene. Well, for the latest on the situation in Yemen, journalist Zaid al-Alayaa joins us on the phone from Sanaa. Zaid, first tell us, how is the situation in Sanaa after these attacks?
Hello?
Yes, Zaid.
Yes.
Yeah, give us a sense of the security situation in Sanaa after these terrible attacks.
Look, in spite of the talks or consultation or negotiation that is taking place in Geneva now, the situation on the ground in Yemen is still the same. Airstrikes continue. There were more than four airstrikes on Sanaa today, and other airstrikes in a number of provinces in Sanaa. But yesterday was like a sort of a turning point on what is happening in Yemen after at least 4 cars laden with explosives that targeted 3 mosques in Sanaa. Some of these mosques are in very high populated areas, and targeting also 2 houses of big leaders from the Ansarullah or Houthis. The death casualties or death toll that have reached, according to the Ministry of Health, is more than 32 people killed and 60 others were injured.
Now, Zaid, what is of more worry here? Is it the influence of the Islamic State or the Houthis?
I told you the Houthis have provided ISIS with a fair game, like an opponent that ISIS has been looking for in order to announce its own presence. This is not the first time ISIS claims attacks against Houthis areas. We saw what happened in the past 4 months when 2 mosques were attacked by ISIS in the first operation ever for them in Sanaa. And I think these things, like we know that ISIS have been expanding in Sanaa after they announced their presence in 3 other southern governorates.
Okay.
With the death of the prince of AKAP, Nasr al-Haishi, al-Qaeda or large number of AKAP members started to question their own security system. And I expect in the upcoming days, we will witness a huge or high wave of displacement from AKA members who will then join ISIS.
Now, very quickly.
They believe that ISIS will provide them with what they want. ISIS have achieved large targets in their first appearance in Yemen. And this is what I think we'll see more of these bombings in the coming days.
In a few seconds, what's the hope for the talks in Switzerland? What are people saying?
Today is fine, but only in the morning, in the early morning, I would say not early morning, at 11, there were more than 8 strikes in Sanaa. And the airplanes and the anti-aircraft chilling is still here while we are talking to you now.
Well, thank you very much. Zaid, Sanaa-based journalist Zaid al-Alayaa reporting live from Yemen.